Welcome to the Stitch Profit Calculator tutorial. Let's dive into the Excel file together. You'll see 4 sheets. The first is the main Stitch Profit Calculator, or SPC from now on. This is where you'll calculate a fair price for your knitted and crocheted items. Then we have the final prices sheet, which gives you a quick overview of the wholesale and retail price from the main sheet. Then we have the yarn converter, which helps you calculate how much yarn you used on your project. And finally, we have the time converter, which converts the time you spent on a project into hours. You can fill in all the white cells, while the colored ones usually contain formulas or fixed values. Let's walk through an example. On the main SPC sheet, start by entering the product name, like Handmade headband, then add the size, for example, adult, and the yarn used, like Malabrigo Rasta. Next, input the cost of one skein, let's say $23, and the amount of yarn used. If you're unsure about the yarn amount, I'll show you how to calculate it later. The cost of the yarn will be automatically calculated. Then, add the cost of any other materials, like pom-poms or tags. For example, if you use a $1 tag for each headband, enter that amount. Packaging costs can be included here or in the overhead. Overhead covers general business costs, like tools or website fees. It's usually between $1 and $3. To adjust this, change the value in cell P4. This will update all overhead values in the main table. Next, input the time it took to make the product. For a Handmade headband, I know it takes about 45 minutes, which is 0.75 hours. If you need help converting the time, I'll show you how to use the time converter sheet later. The hourly rate is pre-filled at $15, but you can adjust this in cell P5. Remember to consider your skills and experience when setting this rate, and don't go below the minimum wage in your area. The SPC will now calculate the wholesale and retail prices. If the retail price seems too high, check out my guide or blog post on pricing with confidence, linked below. To add more rows to your SPC, right-click on a cell in the last pre-filled row, then select Insert and insert row below. This will add a new row with all the necessary formulas. If you need to add a new row in between, right-click on the row below where you want to insert it and choose Insert Table Row above. Make sure to add the same amount of rows in the final prices sheet by following the same steps. For the yarn converter, input the weight of one skein and your finished product's weight before adding tags or pom-poms or any additional stuff. This will tell you how much yarn you used. If your leftover yarn isn't enough for another project, round up to the full skein. The time converter helps you convert minutes into hours. For example, 1 hour and 30 minutes converts to 1.50 hours. You can also input just minutes, like 95 minutes, which converts to 1.58 hours. I hope this tutorial helps you use the Stitch Profit Calculator with ease. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Now, go price your products fairly and with confidence.